Speed JPO 303 channel for another episode of my Formula 1 26 My Team JPO Career Mode. And this is episode number 10, and we're racing at the shortest circuit in Formula 1 at the Syrenia Mountains in Spielberg, Austria. It's the Austrian Grand Prix for episode number 10. If you missed the previous one, episode number 9, it was at the Spanish Grand Prix at Barcelona. Be sure to check it out on my live streaming on youtube.com/itspeedjpo303. And then also you can subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red bell to your right, to youtube.com/speedjpo303. Then also you can leave the links and comments down below, chat with my channel, and then and subscribe, and then bring those thumbs up. And plus also you can go to twitch.tv/speedjpo303, follow up to my channel there. And if you want to check on AI videos, you can check it on TikTok at SpeedJpo303, and for Bomero, Instagram, and DeviantArt /SpeedJpo3. Well, the previous race was a denominating effort. What a great job we have done in the previous race at the Spanish Grand Prix. We couldn't even think we were going to win that thing, and we played the strategy well in the rain. And then in the next lap, we didn't go into a crowded full of pit road, and then ended up winning 5 in a row. Well, we are doing a remarkable so far for the Team JPO 45 Audi, and also Victor Martins also DNF in the previous race, but he looks sharp and ready to rebound in this race to eligibility to try to get some more points. Well, we have won 5 races in a row. We have won 7 races so far for the Audi, and we have been doing remarkable ever since the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. But can we do a good job in Austria? And then the next race is also the 4th sprint format race of the season at the British Grand Prix. For the first time, they will have a sprint format race at Silverstone. That's where Formula 1 in real life is racing this weekend at the Silverstone circuit for all the homecomings of the British racers. They expect them to do well, but which British driver will come up on top this weekend at the British Grand Prix? That will be our next race coming up. We'll have that to you on maybe around mid after we get out of work and everything, and then we'll have that to you because MotoGP will be tomorrow at the Indonesian Grand Prix at Mandalika Circuit. And then after that we will have the Formula 1, and it will be a sprint race. So hopefully we'll do that one on Sunday afternoon, because the race at Chicagoland won't be until Sunday night. So let's get ready to go. Hopefully we're qualified pretty well with this car. Hopefully it will come up on top, with great values and everything else. But we only have 3 more sprint races to go. We have the British Grand Prix, and then also the Dutch Grand Prix at Circuit Sandoval. That will be also our next sprint format. And then after that, and then the last one will be at Singapore, and then the rest of the last 6 races of Formula 1 will be regular. All right. Let's get the show on the road, the shortest circuit in Formula 1. It will rain again during the race. It will be a very short, brief rain, and then after that it will clear up for the rest of the way. Let's get ready for qualification. Can Audi try to get their first pole of the season? We have completed about 9 races, but here is number 10, the Austrian Grand Prix at Spielberg.
High up in the mountains here at Spielberg, it's time for qualifying on what will be the fastest laps of the season. Stand by for qualifying at the Austrian Grand Prix.
All right, we are set and ready to go, and our fastest time should be about 1:07 and 1:06. And it'll be sunny throughout the qualification. Already 1:07 for Max Verstappen. Isaac Hadjar and Victor Martins, good job. But now he's dropping into the order. He had a 1:08. That was a slow time.
Okay, I'm afraid we've dropped to P24. That's P24.
Oh, we got second fastest, a minute and 7.248. That was a lot more faster. Only 3 car lengths, and then Charles Leclerc already cracked in, a minute and 6.895. That was a beautiful lap for the Audi. Already second fastest. Tremendous job for Pepe Marti, and also a good job for teammate Victor Martins. Victor Martin is in P8. Looks like he would be trying to get into the third qualifying for the first time. Let's see if he makes it happen. On with the second qualifying session. Off to a good start at the Austria. Well, we expect a lot more coming up on episodes, because we also have the NASCAR 26 coming up this fall. And then also, we're still trying to wait and see if the Indy cars are going to be coming out as well. It could be coming up anytime soon, and we'll have it to you on youtube.com/@SpeedJFO303. Man, Victor Martin is looking good, magnificent out there in qualifying. But now the time to beat is a minute and 6.817. We're eating up a lot of juice here.
We've dropped to P17. P17.
We're eating up a lot of juice here at Austria. Well, P4, minute and 7.204. I think we used too much juice coming into somewhere in the corners over here. We're only about 3 car lengths slower. Lewis Hamilton is the fastest. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri are second and third. Man, can Victor Martins try to make it into the third qualifying for the first time this season? And I think he's going to, and I think he just did. Yes, he did. With a minute and 7.620. Man, and Kimi Antonelli barely made it into the third qualifying session. But Isaac Hadger didn't even make it, but everybody else did. How about the Williams team? They're trying to rebound and try to maybe have a good outing in the second half of the season. We're only about 2 races away from the halfway point. Remember, the halfway point is going to be at the Belgium Grand Prix. Pepe Marti is now in P4 with a minute and 7.204, and Lewis Hamilton is the fastest. I had a minute in 6.997, but I dropped down. A minute in 6.997. And we dropped down into P7. Victor Martins is in P10, but it looks like it's going to keep.
With qualifying wraps up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
That's what it counts here, but you know, we're trying to develop the car, and but Audi will start 7th and 10th. But anybody can win this race here at the Austrian Grand Prix. We just need to contend and then try to get into it, and hope the rain will just be a short-lived one. All right, we are set and ready to go for some action-packed racing at the Austrian Grand Prix. So we will see what happens into the beginning, if we can need to change strategy a little bit and maybe just go with the slick tires or so, or just stay with the inters until they make the announcement of going into the slick tires, because it is going to clear up, and then after that, then we will be on to some dry racing. Here we go for episode number 10 of our Formula One My Team J4 Career Mode. Here is the shortest race, is the shortest circuit in the Formula One, the Austrian Grand Prix.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. It's a short lap here in Spielberg with just 10 corners, 7 to the right and 3 to the left, making up the total distance of 2.6 miles. And expect to see a lot of cars running wide today, especially through the last corner, as the wet conditions make the cars skittish through the downhill sections. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Hamilton, Charles Leclerc and Piastri, Pepe Marti, Sainz, Albon and Victor Martins, Gasly, Russell,
this is the best ever starting
Liam Lawson
Victor
and Hadjar, Perez, Lindblad, Franco Colapinto and Ollie Behrman, Ocon, Alonso, Hulkenberg, Bortoletto, Bottas and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Well, they've done so well this year, the 12th team. But that means that next year could be that little bit tougher. Because as we all know, the better you do, the higher you finish in the championship, the less development time in the wind tunnel you get the following season.
Very good, Crofty, very good. And that's exactly true. You know, they'll have a lot more time than teams that have done better than them in the championship. And it all adds up. That extra time you can spend in the wind tunnel, that's performance, and the top teams would be wishing that they had that time, but it goes to this team. It hasn't been easy for them, like you say, but there is that silver lining.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
All right, so we're set ready to go for the Austrian Grand Prix. Pretty good rainy start into this race, but we'll have to stay with the Inters at this moment until we could go into the changeover. So let's see how this race is going to be far out as we start into P7 right next to the Oscar Piastri and the McLaren. Will we be able to move forward after the track dries, and then the overtakes will be activated. It's 71 laps of racing. See if we can try to do another good job. Can Audi go for 6 in a row? We have already won 7 races this season. Can we win number 8 for Audi and keep the point standings alive? That didn't last long. It only lasted until about lap 11. And we changed over to the dries, and then Marty pulled out a remarkable strategy to pit on the next lap. But this happened here in Austria. Remember, this is a shorter circuit than it is in the Spanish Grand Prix. Spanish Grand Prix is the 4th shortest circuit in the market. Very glad that NASCAR is back to Chicagoland Speedway this weekend. On this 4th of July weekend, we want to wish everyone a happy 4th of July. And I hope it's a happy and safe 4th of July as America celebrates their 250th anniversary. Well, this year has just been a little bit too hectic. And I know I feel so bad that my original channel is gone, but I won't let this happen again on this audio channel, because the only thing you want to see is still racing in real life channel. So now try to recuperate and try to bring back what I needed, and then see if I can try to get a press play. But I'm only on the verge of getting one of those awards for TikToks. I'll be a lot more because I moved the AI over there instead of having it on YouTube, because it's not safe to have it here. You know, rule's a rule, but it is what it is.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out.
For 9 years that I worked so hard.
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
All right, here we go. 5 red lights on for episode number 10 of the Austrian Grand Prix. Oh, a little bit of a slippage right there. Oh, I'm getting behind. I got hit by my
Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form.
We're starting to pull away from Piastri, and now you have Lewis Hamilton right over there to think about. Getting into that slipstream. Yeah, I'm here, Hamilton. Nice pass, getting around the number 10 and moving up to the fifth. We're in the top 5.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 3.4 seconds. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. The tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
British Grand Prix in our fourth sprint race of the season. So it will be a good one. I think it won't be a long episode for the British Grand Prix.
We think this rain should stop sometime in the next few laps.
Well, that's good news to hear because we are moving forward.
It looks like we're running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.0 seconds. Right, keep pushing. You're gaining on the car ahead.
The
weather's turning. We think it's time to box now.
Yep, and now it's been restored, and now I should go forward.
Copy. Box this lap, please. Box this lap. Okay, let's go now. Come on. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. All right, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy.
Oh man, that was a big slowdown right there.
This is our true place here. They've pitted as well, so we've got to warm up our tyres and get the most out of it. Come on.
The tires were pretty cold out there. That's why we went a little bit too fast. And some of these cars have already got me that they still got the winters on.
Okay, Victor's in the pits. Victor is in the pits now. Overtake mode active. Overtake active. You've got more power now from the hybrid system. Use boost on the next long straight to get past.
And again, I'm still having a little bit of problems there.
Yellow flag.
Oh, we got the yellow. Audi is blowing up there. We gotta be careful. Oh no, and it's Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is blowing up on the Ferrari. And he's out of the race. That's a 71
Okay, clear.
We gotta move everybody up a place.
Right, you've got boost mode available now. Use it if you want to. job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. Good job, nice overtake.
That was a nice overtake outside of Antonelli, and he goes up in the P3. And we're setting our sights on Max Verstappen for P2.
Tyre condition still looking good. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car by a few seconds a lap. Really good stuff.
We have Mercedes leading Ford second and Audi third. Victor Marquez is running in P6. Trying to set his sights on the top, his first top 5 in the season.
Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race.
And Max Verstappen in the Ford is closing in on Fernando Norris.
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Yeah, it's just that easy. We get around Max Verstappen for P2. Until lap 42, and then we can change over to the final pit stop and put on mediums. And we're setting our sights in the lead once again over Lando Norris.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 15.0 seconds. has just put in the fastest lap of the race so far. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race.
And this is the championship that everybody has been doing. Everybody has been doing well in the last 5 races so far, maybe 5 in a row.
Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy.
Side by side, we're still side by side, and Pepe Martin is not leading the Austrian Grand Prix. Retirement in the Austrian Grand Prix. This one was Charles Leclerc. That was the big gap, I think, there. Big loss for Charles Leclerc, and now Bottas is out of the race in the caddy.
Green flag. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Gap to your teammate behind, 27.2 seconds. So you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors, so I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data, so keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
Far from lap traffic, we're already completed about 25 laps. 22 cars are still running. We have 2 cars out of the race. Charles Leclerc and Valtteri Bottas. right around the Red Bull monument. Yeah, that's the new seating they put over there. Well, the slowest cars in the field are now the Aston Martin. That Stroll is still slowing down. Alonso is in 21st. Not a good day for the Aston Martin final. Wally Dearman in the Haas is slowing down as well. In first and 20th position. Well, we're the fastest Audis in the field. Victor Martin's in 6th place, second fastest Audi. Well, this is going to be giving me plenty of boost now because I got the boost mode. So I'm going to pull away even more over Lando Norris. He has a 9-second advantage to keep second place over Max Verstappen.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 44.2 seconds.
seconds. That's probably slightly pulling away from Piastri because Antonelli and Piastri are still fighting for that P4. So we're not far away from pit stops. Our last one of this race, changing over to the medium tires. You know, if I remember okay, I would have taken and saved in there and then put it to me and all the way out here. I would have a lot more viewers. Piastri picked early. I hope he doesn't have any ring damage after all those passes he had made over Antonelli.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Lewis Hamilton has dropped into P10.
Okay, Victor's in the pits. He's coming in for his stop now.
We don't have another set of hard tires, so we have to stick with the medium.
Okay, we want you to pit this lap, so push now, push. Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
Put on the medium tires. If they will last in the last 29 laps. Here we are coming in for our final stop. With a set of mediums.
Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Martinson running in P7 right now. Going to give us some great valuable amount of points for the constructors. And this is certainly the second best Audi out there, running in P7. Nice positive run for Victor Martin.
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
about 7 seconds up behind Max Verstappen. He could have a chance to objectively maybe get a podium right in P3.
Tyre condition still looking good.
almost over here for Austrian Grand Prix as Audi is trying to get their 6th win in a row and the 8th win of the season. Seconds on the Max Verstappen. And Antonelli still continuing to close on Verstappen for the podium. hold on within the next 15 and a half laps remaining. We've got about 16 to go here in Austria.
Okay, clear. Some information on Perez. They're retiring from the race. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Yellow flag. Someone's come off ahead of you, there's a yellow flag ahead.
Oh, what a tough break for the Cadillac team. Both Cadillacs are both out of the race. Sergio Perez has just retired. He was going up for another race on the finish, and now he's retired his car. It's been a very tough day for the Cadillac team. And both Cadillacs will not finish the race. And 6 laps away from the finishing the race for Sergio Perez, but he ain't going to do it. This has been a dismal, disastrous day for the Cadillac. Verstappen now goes a lap down. And it would be good too far for Kimi Antonelli to go a lap down. And I think Lando Norris is going to stay on the lead lap. And we're almost to the very end of the Austrian Grand Prix. And now we're looking for his 6th consecutive win and his 8th of the season. Remarkable race so far for Pepe Martin. As we have
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Timmy Antonelli is now going a lap down. Almost the second race in a row. Almost out-lapped the whole field. I will not be able to catch Lando Norris. This is the final lap here at the Austrian Grand Prix. Audi on its way to the sixth consecutive win. And look at this, what a finish for Pepper Marty. He's done it again. 6 wins in a row for Audi. And our sixth consecutive win of the season. What an amazing race for Pepe Marty. And Arthur Lindblad was the driver of the day. I think Victor
It's
Martin
a win,
should be the driver
and
of
what
the
a
day.
win for Pepe Martin.
You always look back at a race like this and think, if I'd just made that mistake there or locked up here, there would have been contact. And every one of those overtakes is a moment where you have to absolutely nail it, perfect it, and that's exactly what they're able to do today. Great stuff indeed.
Well, what a thrilling end to an incredible Grand Prix weekend. Our top 3 finishers should be incredibly happy with what they were able to achieve out there today.
And this was a nice, beautiful win for Pepe Marty. And then second goes to Lando Norris. He had a very good run. And then in third place, great job for Kimi Antonelli.
And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Well, incredible day for the Team JPO 45 as Pepe Marty gets his 8th win of the season. And then for the first time, Victor Martins gets his best finish of the season, going from 10th all the way to 7th place, with just only a lap down, and he gets 6 points, and that's pretty good points for the Team JPO 45 team. And Pepe Marty gets 25 more points away and keeps gaining ground on Lando Norris. As he now has 258 points, 103, a very good cushionable lead for Pepe Marty, as he leads 103 points ahead of Lando Norris, who now has 155. George Russell goes into third, Charles Leclerc in fourth, who DNF in this race. That was a tough break for Charles Leclerc because that closes the door for Oscar Piastri to go into fourth. Max Verstappen is still in 6th place. And then Victor Martins gets a valuable amount of points, and now he goes up into 13th in the point standing, so with 7. And he would love to get a top 10 at the end, but that was the best racing so far this season for Victor Martins. And we're also edging in on the constructor standings with 265 points. We are now edging closer to the McLaren by about under 7 points. It now goes into a single digit right now, as Mercedes is in third with 216, 173 for Ferrari, and then Oracle Red Bull Racing rounds out the top 5. And beautiful racing was a perfect kind of race for the Austrian Grand Prix. Almost a lubricated start right there. Almost made contact with each other, but the rest of the way, we kept it nice and safe. We're going to use this one as our homepage thumbnail. Well, we'll make a special paint scheme in the next race when we go to episode number 11 at at Silverstone at the British Grand Prix. There was a nice little bit of action over there, battling out with the leader. But when we took the lead on lap 19 and then led it for good, and then we pulled away from there, and then no turning back. And Audi went on with their 8th win of the season. And it was a great fast car that we had. And Pepe Marti is on a roll so far with the Team J45, and then the best run of the season for Victor Martins as he finishes in P7. Well, we already won our rivalry over Mercedes about 3 races ago. As we move forward into the next race, when we go to the British Grand Prix at Silverstone, and also our 4th sprint race of the season.
Chief, I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performance on the car.
Well, now we got 3.49 million, so now we can now try to get our developments completed. Well, what a great job we have done here at the Austrian Grand Prix. That was some fast action racing and doing such a great job of keeping it boosted and keeping it right onto the track. And Pepe Marti and Audi is on a roll, and all the crewmen are just absolutely impressed and thrilled about this Audi this season. It is just making a remarkable first season debut. But remember, next season, this is only going to be a one-season wonder for Audi as we move on to the Mercedes for next season. And we're going to be signing new drivers coming in to the Mercedes next season, but we'll see who will it be. But we haven't got their contracts signed yet. But you know, we're getting all our levels up and everything else. Let's take a look at the drivers' workforce, because we're expecting to maybe get Bottas out of the Cadillac and then maybe go with him next season. And possibly maybe go with Carlos Sainz. Might be our new teammates coming up, but remember, it remains open within about 70 days. But more details to come, but we'll see how it goes from here. Look at all those free agents right there, but we're not signing any of them, but because we want to stick with our plan that we need to get. But absolutely wonderful racing it was at the Austrian Grand Prix, keeping it nice and smooth out there. The car ran so well, and we did a great job. And we're trying to improve in our qualifying, but we're going to prove it very well into the next race. So what a great job for the guys, and what a great job for the Austrian Grand Prix, as we did a very good job here on this 4th of July weekend. Plenty more to come in the next one when we go on Sunday at the British Grand Prix. So thanks everyone so much for watching on the Speed J-Po 303 channel. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. It was a great race, a perfect one. I hope you enjoy every minute of it if you watch it over and over again. So long everyone. We'll see you for MotoGP tomorrow at the Indonesian Grand Prix for episode number 18. Goodbye for now then. Happy 4th of July. I know the fireworks will be a blast tomorrow, celebrating America's 250th anniversary. Goodbye for now then. See you then into the next one.